willing to admit it right now?
Okay.
6.
6, okay.
Probably like 12.
Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then.
You guys gotta get it. What would you do if you found your wives or significant others cheating on you?
We would never find them cheating on us.
It used to be a time that fairy tales were true. The king and the queen and all the pills were blue. But then the pill changed, the red pill's the truth. Forget the married life, I got better things to do. Stack money, travel the world when you're getting it like that.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out. If you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description. But can you do me a favor, hit the notifications button right now. All right, guys, today I'm going to be reacting to 3 different videos. One of the videos is going to be the video behind me of the baby mother from the viral McDonald's video, where the baby father brought the meal over to his child only, and she was pretty mad at it, and she received a lot of backlash, got canceled, and this is her response. But before we get around to that video, I do have 2 other videos that I want to react to. This video is where a couple gets asked, do they know each other's body count? And this couple is asked, what happens if you catch your spouse cheating? Well, the first one we're going to react to is the body count. Let's get to it.
Nah.
Would you be willing to? Do you guys know each other's body count?
Nah.
Would you be willing to admit it right now?
Okay.
6.
6, okay.
Probably like 12.
12, okay.
But like I said, bro, I ain't cuffed her yet.
You ain't cuffed her yet?
Nah.
How long have y'all been a couple?
Like 8, 7 months?
That's why you walking.
Got him. Do you guys know each other's body count?
Nah.
One thing that I can say, at least he admits that he hasn't wifed her up yet. At least he didn't sit up there like a simp and try to act like he didn't know. One thing that I can say about this generation and Generation Z that's coming up right now is that you guys are extremely woke when it comes to women. 2 years ago, you guys were so far behind that I didn't even know what to do. But in the generation, you guys are starting to wake up more, and you're starting to see a thought for being a thought. The only thing is, women haven't woke up yet. Women don't realize when you get done with your phase, it used to be some decent guys still sitting around. Nowadays, when you get done with your phase, you're just going to be dealing with men who have mental issues or women who have mental issues as well. But what I do want you guys to do is pay attention to this. And the reason why I'm reacting to this video right here is when a couple get asked what would they do if they found their spouse cheating. I want you to pay attention to this video right here is because when you get up into your 40s, this is how it is. All right, this is how dating is, especially over there in the white community, not necessarily in the black community. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But this situation that you're gonna see, living in Miami, I've seen this 1,000 times. Let's get to it.
All right. What would you do if your husband or significant other cheated on you?
We would find the person and interact with them. Make it a threesome.
Or a foursome, or a sixsome,
Yeah,
or
foursome or
or eight.
fivesome.
Has this happened in the past?
Just last weekend, without the cheating part.
You guys gotta get it. What would you do if you found your wives or significant others cheating on you?
We would never find them cheating on us because we like to watch.
We jump in.
That's the exact answer that they
I
got.
want to switch this up.
All right. There's a question for me.
Who goes with who?
Are you naturally gravitated toward? But that's a setup. That's a trap.
Yeah, you might have it wrong.
It could be wrong. You never know.
Okay. Whoa. I have to say, you two are together and you two are together. Yeah. All right. What would you do if your husband or significant other cheated?
All right, the reason why I'm reacting to this video and you see the answer that you got is because a lot of older women are very open like this. They're very open, and a lot of older men know that their wives are like this. This is why a lot of guys divorce their women in their 40s and go get younger women. That's just how it is. It's because a lot of these women go through these mental issues where it's going to take a lot more in order to please them, especially if they have been in a long-term relationship for a long time and the sex was bad. So when these guys are saying, hey, I'll sit back and watch, that's beta. I don't care what anybody says. That's beta when you're willing to watch another man bang out your woman. That is beta. Alpha males do not think like that. An alpha male would rather have 7 women to himself than to have 7 women that he share with other guys. That's another thing you guys have to understand. Alpha and beta thinks totally different. Even though you guys hate that word beta, that's just an easy way for us to explain what's actually happening from a mindset point of view. Now we're going to get to the video of the girl responding to her viral video of her getting counseled. Now, we have to understand this and be realistic when it comes to her. She was being realistic to the guy when she said, hey, listen, when it comes to my children, you just don't buy anything for all because the rest of the children are going to feel bad. I agree with her on that. But what she has to realize is when a man has a child and it's his child, he looks at that child totally different than any other child. All the other childs are just regular human beings. And that's what women do not understand. But let's see what she has to say. Let's get to it.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child.
Before we get started, I just want you guys to see this is regular thought behavior or regular nap behavior. Look, what do I mean? Weave and eyelashes. Dead giveaway that it's a nab. What's a nab? A nothing ass B. Big shout outs to my man Ayo Kaseko because I think that's really his phrase. But she is a nab, ghetto bird, whatever y'all want to say. Let's get to it for the streets.
McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind.
Okay, she do have a point there. He did know going into it. She's saying their child is the youngest child. So the child that he's there to feed is his child. And the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of you guys, when you get to that certain age, you went so long without having sex that you come across these baby mothers that have multiple kids. You flirt with them. You know what I'm saying? You know they're easy pieces of ass because you're thinking with your dick. You're not thinking with your brain. That's what attracts you to a mother with 3 kids by 3 different dudes. It's because she's going to hand it up fast. She's trying to trap you into help taking care of the other ones, and you're looking for a piece of ass. This is why you nut in her. Because you want to have a child because no other woman out there is getting in a relationship with you to have a child with. Let's be honest. If you could have a child with a decent woman, you will. But a lot of you guys go and have children with baby mamas who have already been used up. So just as much as he was treating his child good, if you ask me, he should have never been dealing with this in the first place because like she's saying, you knew exactly what you was doing. But guess what? He didn't pay attention to that when he was horny.
Before y'all make me the villain, that means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now...
Not really. When your child's the youngest, he's only dealing with the youngest. That means all the other kids have already seen men come and go. She can't act like that guy done came in and was partially raising her other kids. Chances are her other kids were already grown to an extent when this guy walked into their life. It's not a big deal. He's only feeding the youngest child. She made a mistake by having different kids with different type of dudes without being married and without a plan. All right, so she will always be at fault. Women have to understand it does take 2 people to tangle to make a baby, but you're responsible for giving birth. That's what birth control is for. That's what condoms are for. And so you don't have to go do the abort. Am I making sense? Let's get to it. Let's accept responsibility here.
My kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore.
Exactly. That's what women don't understand. A man is only going to care about his child. It works the same way in the animal kingdom. When a lion takes over the pride, he gets rid of the old bloodline. Men never attach to the old bloodline. When a man can't attach to the old, to another bloodline, he will only focus on his own. When you have guys out here who are trying to be fathers to a bloodline that's not his, you're pretty much setting yourself up for heartbreak. You're setting yourself up to get used. Why? Because even she wants the original bloodline around. It's just a matter of instinct, not what you're being fed online, not what you've been taught. We're talking instinct as a person.
Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it.
Her dip and dabble means he want to come over and get some booty and then he want to leave. That's what she talking about. I'm just like letting you guys know that's how it is. When it come to baby mamas, a lot of these dudes will call up their baby mama on the humbug just to get some booty and leave. She has a lot of guys to sleep with, but she also wants something out of these guys. That's why they have all the kids. They're used to leeching.
Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
In a sense, I can respect her for that because she does make sense. She is the mother. She knows exactly how the children are going to act behind the scene and how the children are going to take it. But at the same time, you have a lot of fathers out there that are not doing anything for that child. And for that man to be showing up to actually bring a meal to his child, he deserves a lot of credit for that. The moral of the story, people have to start being more responsible for the people that they sleep with, and men have to learn to control their desires. If not, you could find yourself with a baby mama like this. What do I mean? The ones that have already been for the streets, used and abused. They're just secondhand girls that's willing to sleep with anybody to see if they're going to stick around. This is how women get up to 7 or 8 kids with no man in the house. She's willing to have sex, hoping that she can get pregnant, trap them to taking care of all the kids. Yes, it's a psychological problem that's happening, but you got to realize, for her to just keep having children by multiple men, it's a worse psychological problem. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys are able to get the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.